Betaflight. First thing you're going to need is Chrome, and you're going to need the Betaflight application. So easy to find. If you don't already have Betaflight, then just go to the web store. And search for Betaflight. Help if I spell it right. Betaflight, and just add to Chrome. But all right, I already got Betaflight. I'm gonna load up Betaflight. I've already bound my receiver. If you need to bind yours, just review your owner's manual for your receiver, and you can't figure it out, there's lots of tutorials online for just about every receiver out there. So plug a USB cable into the side of my flight controller and then into my laptop. Got my COM port up there, hit connect, and there you go. You see, it's actually responding to inputs. First thing you need to do is I like to put on the newest firmware, is go to your CLI and type version. Okay, we've already got Betaflight 3.2. I've already flashed this, but it's an older build of the Betaflight 3.2. And another thing that's good to do, especially if you're using a flight controller that's already set up or something, you can do a dump. So just highlight all of this right up to your name. Control C, copy it, and then you can just dump into a notepad. We'll save that for later. Okay, but the biggest thing we need to know is we need to know our target is Omnibus F4. So we're going to load the most recent firmware. So hit disconnect, go to firmware flasher, look for Omnibus F4, Omnibus F4, and normally your Betaflight's going to say 3.17. And you can put that on there if you want, that's fine. If you want the release candidates, click Show Unstable Releases, or up to RC5, Release Candidate 5. Select that, load firmware online. Wait for it to finish downloading, go to the bottom and hit Flash Firmware. And that's the typical problem you get, no response from bootloader because it's still on COM13. This needs to change to DFU. Easy way for me to change it is go and download Impulse RC driver fixer. It's on Impulse RC's website. Let that load up. Let it do its thing. All right, let's close Chrome. Back into Betaflight, firmware flasher, Omnibus F4, RC5, load firmware. See, it's in DFU mode now. And click Flash Firmware. When you're doing this, you don't need the battery plugged in. Just plugged into the USB port. All right. So it's successful. I typically disconnect it from the computer and plug it back in. It probably doesn't matter, but no, that's what I do. Hit connect. Yep, everything's there. Everything seems to be acting the way it should. I'm gonna go ahead and calibrate the accelerometer right now. There we go. Ports. This one's important. If you didn't copy your dump before, then we're gonna set this up like it's a fresh install. So I'm pretty sure that was on UART3. I have my XM Plus set up on there. No telemetry, and that should be that. And save and reboot.
Welcome to OpenTX.
I'm gonna reconnect, and I'm gonna go back down to my receivers tab, and no, that's too early. We go to our configuration tab. I know this ESC runs off schat 600, and we want motor stop disabled. This is an F4 board, so I'm going to go 8 and 8. It's your craft name, and that's what will show up in your OSD because we have a Betaflight OSD. Camera angle doesn't matter. Now here I'm using a S-Bus receiver because I'm on FR Sky. And let's see, no telemetry, no LED strip, no display. Permanent gauge air mode, I always do that. OSD, yep, we have that. Anti-gravity and dynamic filter. This is what makes Betaflight 3.2 as good as it is. And we'll hit save and reboot. Reconnect, and we should go to the receiver tab, and I'm getting nothing out of my receiver. So I must have selected the wrong port. Let's try this. Still nothing. connect our cord, ports, and set up serial RX on UART1. That's where it's connected for me. Save and reboot. And we'll go down to configuration. Make sure it's set up DShot 600. Yep. 8 and 8. Craft name. I've got an S-bus receiver, so that's set up here. Air mode, OSD, anti-gravity, dynamic filter. Those are all on. And we don't need anything on this side. So save and reboot. Now we can go check our receiver. Alright, so on the transfer we have to change this part here. Actually, we just do the drop down manual. Free sky. Hit save. And it didn't seem like it worked. So let's type in manual. It's TAER. TAER. And save. Okay, so throttle. Seems to work. Yaw. Pitch. Roll. And let's see about the aux channels. So it should be aux 1. Aux 4. Aux 1. So I've got 1, 3, and 4 set up on my receiver. Modes, ARM, aux 1. You see the little marker when it's active and when it's disabled. But it's not going to affect this until I hit save. Now, when I go to ARM, that lights up and the motor starts spinning. I don't plan on doing angle or horizon mode, but I'll show you how to set it up anyways. Angle mode, I don't really care too much about. Horizon mode, add that range, but I'll set it to aux 2, which is a 3-position switch for me. So I'll make the center position horizon mode, and I'll make the 3rd position the beeper, the lost alarm beeper. Now, if you remember, I didn't install a beeper, but in Betaflight 3.2 we have the ESC tones as the beeper. And for the black box, I'll make aux 3, what activates my black box. Actually, I think it was aux 4. There we go. So that'll turn on my black box. And that should be it. Now, a neat feature in Betaflight 3.2, which I haven't tried yet, is turtle mode or flip over after crash mode. It only works with schat ESCs, so just remember that. If you want to figure out how to do that, just Google it, you'll figure it out. Alright, so that's my modes. Those are all set up. Next is power and battery. We're going to do the voltage meter, the onboard ADC. There is no current meter, so we'll shut that off. And we just want to make sure our voltage up here is correct. I have a LiPo checker attached to my battery, and it's showing 12.2 volts. So it's a little off. You can try changing the scale and see what effect it has. It's 12 even, 12.2. There we go. So that's about right for me, right there. And this is where you set your warning value. So my minimum value I like to land at is 3.5. So change. So yeah, just change your voltage scale till it matches what your LiPo checker says, and hit save. Now we're going to move on to motors, and yeah, props off on these ones. So hit that and go ahead and just spool them up just to the point where they start to turn. You usually take something soft like a piece of, like a card, and just put it on the motor, see which way they're spinning. Let's see, 1 is backwards, no, 2 is backwards, 4 is good, 3 is good, and 1 is good. So just motor 2's got to be switched. I'll show you how to take care of that. Okay, so motor 2 is spinning the wrong way. Go back to your apps and need BL Heli Configurator. Same thing, find it in the web store. Load that up. Hit connect. And it says make sure props are off, which they are, and connect power to ESCs. Plug it in and hit read setup. Alright, so first thing we need to do is we need to change the direction of motor 2. So ESC2, motor, reversed, and right setup. Done. That easy. Or you can go and swap wires around on the ESC. Either way. And while we're in here, we can update our firmware. This is what we have currently on the ESCs. Go to Flash All, select version. I'll also pick the newest one and hit Flash. And we wait. And that's it, we're done. They all seem like they flashed. If they didn't, they'd say flash failed and they'd have a different version. So we're good to go here. If you do fail flash, try it again, try it a couple times. If not, there's other ways to fix it. Don't despair. Don't throw anything out the window. It can be fixed, usually. So hit disconnect, and we'll go back into Betaflight. Connect. All right, we're back in Betaflight. Want to verify that our motors are going the right direction now. Yep, those are all good. We'll set up our OSD and shut all this, well, a lot of this stuff off. I like that. Right now we got everything enabled and disabled that we want on our OSD. Set up our video format, our units, your timer. So 5 minutes. This is the units that'll be read in, so it'll be down to minutes and seconds here. And this is all your post-flight stuff. And hit save. And you can also change the font if you want. I do like the Betaflight font myself. So hit that, hit upload font. And just set up your rates and you should be good to go. All right. That's it.